fleet, the E-2 Hawkeye. Flying today's demonstration aircraft is Lieutenant Chris Lobot Martin. His co-pilot is Lieutenant Rick Hairgel Phillips. And in the F section is Lieutenant Cal Killer Thomas. The Combat Information Center officer is what Killer Thomas is. The Hawkeye demo team is from the Greyhawks of VAW 120 in Norfolk, Virginia, under the command of Commander Todd Cowpie Watkins. We've just seen the high-speed pass in the Hummer, as it is known. The E-2 Hawkeye, or Hummer, is easily distinguishable by that 24-foot diameter rotating radar dome and 4 vertical stabilizers. With a total crew of 2 pilots and 3 naval flight officers, the E-2 Hawkeye is the largest active carrier-based aircraft in the world. Its mission is to provide airborne command and control to air-wing strike fighter aircraft, as well as coordination and communication to the entire strike group. With 2 turboprop engines developing over 5,000 horsepower each, the Hawkeye, coming in right now, possesses the impressive handling characteristics for an aircraft of its size. Although unarmed, it is not defenseless. The E-2 can use its maneuverability to defend itself from airborne threats. Watch closely as this 27-ton plane executes, this 360-degree turn within a radius of less than half a mile. It positions itself hundreds of miles from the carrier. The Hawkeye uses a vast array of sensors to detect potential threats and relay this information directly to the strike group commander. It is the U.S. Navy's primary command and control platform, and since 1963, it has played a vital role in the Vietnam War and Operations Desert Storm, Iraqi freedom, and enduring freedom. Now watch as Lieutenant Martin uses the large control surfaces of the Hawkeye to hold a high angle of attack. I should say a high angle of bank turn with minimum turn rate, to give you a better look at the radar dish that is at the center of the Hawkeye's mission. From the right, the Hawkeye flies the dome by. You can see it over your shoulder and to the right, banking in hard. We'll be coming in at over 350 miles per hour. Get your cameras ready. Look at that. Part of the Grumman Iron Works. Go back in time with me to World War II for the F-4F Wildcat, the F-6F Hellcat, the F-8F Bearcat, the F-7F Tigercat, and of course, the F-14 Tomcat, all built by Grumman aircraft, as well as the aircraft you see here today. He's reversing now. He'll come back in with the tail hook down. The Hawkeye will demonstrate an approach to an aircraft carrier. Navy aircraft use a dramatic left turning maneuver called the carrier brake to rapidly decelerate from combat speeds to safe landing speeds. The pilot will use G-forces to slow the airplane, drop the landing gear and flaps, and complete his landing checklist and establish an appropriate speed for landing. remarkable aircraft in the United States Navy. The Air Force has an aircraft that they use for airborne warning and control, and that is the E-3 Sentry. It is a C-135 aircraft, very similar to the KC-135 Stratotanker that is way down to the right, the gray aircraft with a tail that's with a March Air Force Base tail designation. It has a huge radome on the top and carries a number of weapons and defensive and control officers in the back, along with the crew of 3 who normally pilot and fly the aircraft. Now, look to the left. We're going to see the Hawkeye come by. This airplane, with its 60-some foot wingspan at 120 knot approach speed, approaches the landing area. There will be less than 10 feet of clearance from the aircraft parked on the flight deck. I should say it's an 81-foot wingspan, leaving a little room for error. You can see the hook. As he does it go around, but the tail hook remains down as it goes by. That arresting carrier arresting hook there that you see on the back will stop the aircraft in just about 300 feet.
Yeah, that was very well.
Tool for the right mission, available at Nexcom and other retailers. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the men and women that proudly fly and maintain the E-2C, thank you for the opportunity to demonstrate the Navy's most important and capable carrier aircraft. Let's hear it for the Hawkeye, ladies and gentlemen.